Hello friend, how are you? Welcome to Tripan Study Center. Today we are doing most important chapter of history. What is the topic today? Bahamani Sultanate. There is the most important their chapter of emergence of regional state in India and 12th and 18th century. There is the most important here. In the 14th century, two powerful kingdoms arose in the South India. One was there is a Bahamani Sultanate and the second kingdom was the VIJAYANAGAR Empire that ruled for 300 years. In these sections, will be discussed the history of Brahmani Sultanate and it is the administrative feature. The Deccan region was the part of the provisional administration of the Delhi Sultanate. In order to establish a stable administration in the Deccan, the Muhammad bin Tughlaq appointed the Amiran a Sada and Sada is Amir, who were to administrate it to head of the 100 villages. For 1337, the conflict between two officers in the Deccan and Delhi Sultanate and accelerated. This led to the establishment of independent state in the Deccan in the 1347, with the capital as the is a Gulbarga in the Andhra Pradesh. It is a founder of Haran Kangus and assumed there is a title Alauddin Shah Bahman Shah as the trace his descent from the magically hero of iron Bahman Shah and the kingdom was named after him. There is a Brahmani Sultanate. After the Muhammad bin Tughlaq, where were no is attempt but there is a Delhi Sultanate to the control the Deccan region. Therefore, the Brahman is the sultans with there is the out any check the annexed to the kingdom. One of the important acquisitions and was the control over the Dovals and the important port of the West Coast. Under the Bahman Shah and his son Muhammad Shah, their administrative system was well organized. The kingdom was divided into the four administrative units called to the Taraf or province. These provinces were to the Daulatbad, the Bihadar and the various to the Gulbarga. And the Muhammad I first is the defeated the Vijayanagar kingdom and consequently is Golconda was the next to the Brahmanis kingdom. Every province was the under a trefolders who has the call to the subduer and some land is converted into the Khalsa. The land from their dedication of the Theravada is a Khalsa is a land was the pieces of the land which is used to the run expansion of the king and the royal household. Further is the service and the salary of the every noble was fixed, and those noble who is kept of 500 horse were given to the is a 10 lakh hoons is annually. There is a most important if the short of the stipulated to the troops at the terraformers is would be have to be reimbursed is the amount of the center government. The noble used to get their salary either in the cash or from to grant of the land and Jagir. Brahman is the ruler is dependent for the military support on his Amir. And there were two groups in the rank of the Amirs. One was the Christians who were immigrant and the Muslim and had to be into the staying for the long time in the Deccan region. The other group was the Africans as a Paradesis who had to recently come from Central Asia, Iran, Iraq, and had to selected in the Deccan region. Recently, between to both this group, there was a way to the tension to the appropriate of the better administration position. Because of their feathers, their stability of the Brahmin Sultanate was affected. For the first time in India, is both this kingdom used to the gunpowder in the warfare. The Brahmins were already familiar with the use of the firearms, and they employed to the Turkish and Portuguese is the export to the train to the soldier in the latest weaponries of the warfare. One of the most important personality in the Brahmani kingdom was the Mahmud Gawan. And the Mahmud Gawan as the earlier life is obscure. He was on the Ironics by birth and first reached the Deccan as a trader. He was granted this title of chief of the merchant of Malik Uttuzar by the Bahamanis ruler. The Humayun saw there is sudden to the death of the Humayun led by the coronation of the minor son Ahmad III. And a regency of counseling was set from their administration and Ahmad governs was its an important member. He was the made of wazir of the prime minister and was given to the title of Khwazu-e-Jahan. This is history of Brahmani kingdom after the period of actually the record of the achievement of the Mahmud Ghan. Depth theirs began on the upper quell. He was liberal and wanted is a compromise between two Afikus and the Deccanite. He controlled the kingdom in a efficient is a manner and provided it the stability. The government is a conquered their Vijayanagar territories up to the Kochi. On the western coast, Goa and the Bowls were acquired to the losing. This is important port was a great loss for a Vijayanagar. Brahmani strengthened it is a trading relation with the Iran and Iraq after the gaining of control over to Goa and is a the wall. The governors carried out many internal is a reform and attempt to the put on the end to be strive in their nobility. In order to the curb their military power or tariff further is a government order that is only one fourth of there is each province was to be under the direct control of the provisional of the tariff order. The remaining four of the province were to the place under a Kuladar or commander of the forts. The Kuladar was appointed by the central government and however soon after the death the governor declared there is independence and the Bahamanis kingdom broke up. In the 15th and 16th centuries, some Amiras is the Bidha, is the Ahmednagar, is a Kologonda, is the Vijayapur, and the Vera established to independence Sultanate of the years over to form it to new state. And this were to the Nizam Shahis of the Ahmednagar, the Abdul Shahis of Vijayapur, the Kotab Sahib of the Golconda, and the Ilam is a science the bearer, and the barriers is a science of the Bidar. They formed the legals of state and the strengthened them by the maternal alliance. They maintaining their traditional rivals with the Vijayanagar rulers. Golconda and Vijayapura entered into the maternal alliance and led to the battle of the Talikota against the Vijayanagar. They finally is a assembled where the Mughal armies.